It's fantastic to have you here at the Independent Filmmakers Ball. Are you looking forward to the evening?
Yeah, I am. It's great to kind of meet people that filmmaking is their passion, and yeah, it's exciting to meet those people and kind of have a chat and see what everyone's working on at the minute.
What do you think independent cinema gives an audience that maybe don't get from mainstream big blockbusters?
Honestly, I mean, I shot an independent film in Ireland last year, and it seems to be that with independent films, the scripts and the direction is that it's completely from the heart, without thinking of a studio's needs or what they or marketing needs or demographics or any of those terms that you kind of associate with big budget movies. So with independent stuff, it's passionate, and people are telling the stories that they really want to tell.
Talking about telling stories, what are you working on at the moment? What's coming up next for you? Where are we going to see you next?
The film which I shot, A Nightingale Falling, comes out in cinemas later on this year.
Can you just give us a quick synopsis of that? Tell us where you fit into it.
It is about two sisters that find a British black and tan soldier during the Irish War of Independence, and they nurse him back to health. And it's the story of the relationships that those three have in a house as they're kind of looking after him.
I mean, what was it about that particular story that interested you as a performer?
Without a doubt, it was because it was a period in Irish history that not many people know an awful lot about. And even when I read it, I thought, yeah, you've got Michael Collins and you've got like all the great big Irish films that like mark huge events in Irish history, but that's something that's really been overlooked. And when I read the script, which is based on a book called A Nightingale Falling by P.J. Curtis, the story was just completely original, and I couldn't wait to get to the end of it to see how that period in time affected the three characters, and before I'd even finished the script, I knew that I was going to do it.
Has the experience of making the film changed your perspective on that period of Irish history?
I suppose it changed my perspective because I'm Irish, and in the film I played a British soldier who was sent over to Ireland, so I had to kind of see it from another point of view, which was interesting.
How important do you feel it is for the future of Ireland to keep exploring, particularly the recent history that we're talking about?
I mean, I think it's important for every nation to remember its history and the thing that identifies it to the rest of the world. And of course with Ireland, one of the things that we're most famous for, apart from Guinness, is our storytelling and our great writers. So that's one of the reasons why I think the film industry in Ireland just keeps going from strength to strength. Right now, I'm filming the second season of the BBC drama The Fall with Gillian Anderson and Jamie Dornan. So I'm back and forward from Belfast to London at the minute doing that.
And what can fans expect from the second season of that series?
It's actually more intense than the first series, which is a bit of a claim, but yeah, it's kind of more of the same, but even more of the same. So the scripts were incredible, and we have Alan Cubitt, who wrote Series 1 and Series 2, is also directing this season. So it's like a real journey into his sick, twisted mind, as it were, because he's writing and directing this time, so it's great.
It's a fantastic cast, of course. I'm sure there are many women who are going to want me to ask what Jamie's like. Obviously, he's just been cast in 50 Shades of Grey, so...
Well, it's interesting because there aren't many people on the show that work with Jamie apart from the girl who plays his wife, but he's an absolute gent, and he's a joy to work with, and he's just a really, really lovely guy. And I think that the entire cast of The Fall were just delighted for him that his career just took a massive leap forward this year. It was brilliant.
Has there been any teasing about 50 Shades of Grey, any little joke gifts or things on set?
No, not at all. I mean, as I said, I don't film anything with Jamie, but I think he's under like lock and key to say absolutely nothing about the film. But we'll all be there en masse, and then we'll mock and tease him after it when we've seen the film.